Let's look at the last phase of ground headlock defense, where I've gone from the bottom position to the top position, but he hasn't released the headlock yet. This is really common in real confrontations. An unskilled big goon, he gets a hold of your neck and he thinks he's a pit bull. As long as he's holding on your neck, he thinks he's winning, even if he's on the bottom. This is a lot more difficult to deal with than, again, is covered in most Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu self-defense, because they don't put in the reality of the pressure, the reality of losing your balance constantly, and the problems with the hard surface. Let's look at some of those and how we can solve. So I was in the bottom headlock position. I used whatever technique to climb to the top. Let's look at one of these old school ones that's really good. I hook in. I'm able to climb myself over top, and then I roll the guy out to here, for example. That's a common defense. Ending up in this position is where 60, 70, 80% of the ground headlock defenses end up if he keeps the headlock on. All right? What's problematic with this is always the same factor, your balance. You must not let your head get below your hips in this kind of configuration. And this can happen a lot easier in this position. If I allow my head to get below my hips, it's really easy for the guy to roll me over, and then bang, I'm back on the bottom. After 3 minutes of fighting with the guy on the pavement, my head's all, scratched up, and man, I don't want to have to start this all over again. So if I'm able to get on top, you want to do everything you can to stay on top. So the original problem is here. A lot of people teach this position where I'm on my knees, and then they want you to mount something like this. Okay? I was taught that way too at some of the academies I trained with, and again, under academy conditions, it works fine. But in the real world, this is dangerous. This guy's 300 pounds. He's rocking me around. I do not want to try and lift my leg over top the hips. So the correct pre-mount position, control position, is to sit out. I'm going to put this arm over his head, and I'm going to sit like this. Keep the headlock on. Okay, this keeps my hips down as low as they can be. This is really important because it's almost impossible for someone to roll me over this way, and my head is always above my